Sorry if the audio is bad, I'm currently in the workshop waiting for the rain to go away so I can do some streaming. I'll be sitting on this post whilst recording Beating Every 3-Star. Hello and welcome back to another Beating Every 3-Star. First one is Midnight by whatever that name is, I'm not even going to bother trying that. I like the green so far, particles are really nice, I like the glow usage, trees look cool there, a bit empty. Same part pretty much, nice free coin. I feel like the screen rotating here is just a bit unnecessary, bit of a cop out. It's a nice simple level though, can't really fault it. Could have a bit more going for it. Yeah, there's just really not much going on. There's some decent assets here, but I think they could be a bit more full. There's no backgrounds really and the trees just repeated. The shader usage isn't bad, I like the glow beams. Gameplay's been fairly solid, could be a bit more lenient with some timings, but pretty good. Beta Force by Goldcraft, someone who has done recording for this channel in the past. This was requested to me in my Discord server. I like the design style that Goldcraft goes for. It's like a nice outdated style, but it's been done with the 2.1, 2.2 polish. The standards are really good for this. I love the use of designs. The objects are great, the colours are quite nice as well, coins are nice and easy, I always like an easy coin. It's very consistent with some clever gimmicks. Kind of reminds me of Speed Racer, this one. There's a brilliant vibe throughout. Not a huge fan of this part, but I don't really like blue. Some interesting use of structures here, and some pretty questionable colours. I don't think it works with the pink. The blue looked really good and so did the grey. Decent level, quite copy and pasted. Somnorum by May Sizzle. Wow, this is a very good start. This is what the epic standards are nowadays, that's pretty mental. I love all these assets, I don't really know where to go though. I like how floaty this feels. The colours really match the gravity, which is something that you don't see often. Yeah, this is excellent, very dynamic. If we were back in 2.1 standards, but with the 2.2 rating system, this would be a definite legendary. Love the colours. Some of the movements are very slightly clunky, and I didn't know what to do there, because there's so much going on the screen, it's hard to see those overly decorated orbs. These flowers look cool. I like the individual assets, that there's a lot of them that don't get reused, which is something that a lot of levels really should do. I'm not one to really do that myself actually, unless I'm doing some art kind of level. I don't know where I'm going. Yeah, the main fault I have with this level is not how it looks, because this looks brilliant. It's just not particularly being readable. Now I've died, it seems very obvious that you have to go there, but I obviously didn't realise that straight away. The foreground details are very obstructive. The movements have been done very well. It makes it seem very, very floaty, and I do like that a lot. I just wish it was more readable, because this would be such a good level. This part is brilliant looking. There's nothing to do here, but actually that's quite nice because I didn't particularly enjoy the gameplay anyway. I did definitely like looking at it, but I am glad it's over. By Starlight by BRRTS. Colours are not for me. The yellow and pink just doesn't work, I don't really like it. This is kind of reminding me of Taboo. I like this part here. I think I do know BRRTS through Taboo's unfinished levels server. They're really difficult to comment on these types of levels because I appreciate the design style, but there's not much. What do I say about this? I do actually like this part a lot. Some decent effects, I like the block designs. Cool coin, oh dear. It's just not much content in this level. I do really like the effects in this part. This part's really cool. And the colours go really well. Yeah, cool level. And of course it is a collab with Taboo. None by Zitron. Nice and simple. Love the colours. Blending screen is a bit overpowering. Glow usage is pretty good here. Could use a bit more going for it. There's a whole 25% with very minimal designs. I like the layered arrows, I think they look cool, and I like that the colours are different in each one. Not a fan of timings in 3 stars. Block design is really nice. Very, very simple, but really well made. It's a pretty clean level. Transitions could be a bit more interesting. Colours are very nice throughout. Sometimes it is a bit bright. I think that's due to the use of blending. There's a lot of nothing, but what's there is very good. Like, these structures are very, very nice, and with some really good colour combinations. But again, that blending screen just kind of took over. Pretty good. Roar by Dumpling. Alright, it's another room level. I love these. They usually don't have great designs or colours though, and I wish there were more very well designed room levels. Like, what are these colours? I don't mean to slate them because I do enjoy them, but it is a shame seeing so many of these get rated when there are much better levels to get rated. But that being said, it doesn't hurt anyone. I'm not one to get annoyed that other levels are getting rated and mine aren't, or whatever, but I personally wouldn't send this, so it's a funny one. I like this part. This part's actually quite cool. It keeps consistent to the rest of the level with some interesting designs, but then we get back to a part like this where there's not particularly fun gameplay and the designs are very minimal and not very well polished. Like, they could have at least changed the blocks here, these blocks, and that one that I just bumped into, around so they matched, but they haven't even done that. And some of these jumps are just a bit awkward for a 3-star, but I didn't hate it. I liked the energy through the background and the border, but that is pretty much it. Battletown by Sesap. I don't know how to say that name, but that was the best way of saying it. Love the colours. Nice style, pretty simple, but pretty good so far. And that was a lot of energy. This has actually been done pretty well in terms of readability for a split screen effect. The use of 2.2 effects is really, really good. By the way, when I say things like it isn't as good as this, or it's a bit frustrating when levels like this get rated, it is solely my opinion. I know RobTop has different standards, and other people will as well, including the moderators that send the levels. I'm making this content based on my opinion, and I'm guessing you're clicking on this video to see my opinion on these levels, or the clickbait thumbnail and title. Pretty good level, I enjoyed that. And the last one I'll be doing today is Unnamed 27 by Woxius. That's a great name. Beautiful so far, love the layering. Great parallax, been done the right way, which always looks good. I've been known to do an incorrect parallax in the past. Audio Visual was the one that pointed that out, and I do apologise. It wasn't actually meant to be a parallax, but it did look weird. Yeah, this style is just really, really nice. It's nice to see foreground details and not obstructing the gameplay. Not that there's much gameplay in this one, I think you just need to stay above the trees. But they've been done well, you can still see through them. And same with here, these spikes that go over the screen, they don't interfere. Some nice gameplay here, and I like these structures. I think they could be a bit more inside the blocks, it is just very cluttered. I wish it could be a bit cleaner with some interesting designs instead of just copy and pasted rocks. I didn't know that you had to jump over that. Maybe a little X at the top just to indicate that that is not something you should touch. I like the bird animations and that they are not in sync with one another. For some reason, it just randomly cut out. I died a couple more times, and that was pretty much all that happened. I said a bit more about the level, but it doesn't really matter. Thank you for watching, bye.